you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will get the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll take it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Jackson gonna throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So South Carolina's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He might want another play. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Clark. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. Makes it past the marker.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Jackson will throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Punt is in the air. Now on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. One final play before the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. That's caught. It's Buckley. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games.
Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's locked. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Lets it fly on the move. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Jackson will throw. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, South Carolina! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
First down for the offense.
Keeps it on the draw. Nice move there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone. To the air on 1st down. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown Gamecocks.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
South Carolina, 24, Arkansas, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Jackson gonna throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away.
Number 36 on to kick it away.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Jackson will throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Smith takes the handoff. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Finds his tight end. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That is no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Rides the back on the option to give. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run it to the right. Running into the open space. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
That's a really good job on the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play.
Touchdown Gamecocks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
31, Arkansas, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give is to Smith. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And the returner will be dragged down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Here we go. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Here's the handoff. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Gamecocks are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Jackson will throw. Got the quick pass.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Clark. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Here comes the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And the Razorbacks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field.
That's a live ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Poor starting field position here for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum. The game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these. Turning it on! A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Shakes off the defender. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
South Carolina, 45. Arkansas, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled and fired complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Jackson will throw. Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
Oh, he's got some space. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. This is what an elite team